British promoter Eddie Hearn is willing to step in and bid on this fight between Terence Crawford and Shawn Porter. This is going to be interesting. Let's talk about it in this video. King Jr. got another video for y'all. So, British promoter Eddie Hearn, I am shocked that he's going to bid on this fight. We recently, a while back, Eddie Hearn and Bob Arum had a dispute. So, we're going to really see how much Bob Arum cares about his fighter, Terence Crawford. Eddie Hearn has said he's willing to put up big money for this fight. And people also got to remember that this fight is going to be bigger than what Top Rank and Bob Arum thinks. Al Heyman's probably going to step in. Eddie Hearn's going to step in. Him and Matchroom, they're going to step in. And whoever's going to be on the fight. But that's the three big main ones. And people got to realize that Shawn Porter and Terence Crawford are very talented fighters. We don't know if Shawn Porter can win on the big stage. As we seen, he lost to three big fights on the big stage. He lost to Kell Brook due to excessive holding by Kell Brook. He lost to Keith Thurman. And he lost to Errol Spence Jr. when people really thought that Shawn Porter really wanted to fight. But I didn't see Shawn Porter winning the fight. If Shawn Porter would never got knocked down, I still had Shawn Porter losing to Errol Spence Jr. because of the technicality skill that Errol Spence possesses. Terence Crawford, we don't know what's about Terence Crawford right now at this point. He hasn't fought since 2020. He's still in the gym, he's training and so on and so forth, but he is going to start developing ring rust. Terence Crawford basically is like fighting once a year, and I'm telling you guys that's eventually going to catch up to Terence Crawford, and it's going to play a big role during this fight. And I think Terence Crawford is going to outbox Shawn Porter. I don't think he's going to knock him out. Terence Crawford is really not a good inside fighter. He's a really good of an outside fighter. We really haven't seen Terence Crawford do any work on the inside, so this is going to be played for an interesting fight. Like Eddie Hearn, he's willing to bet on this fight. I knew Eddie Hearn from the jump. Like I said, I wouldn't mind if Terence Crawford went to the zone because I truly believe, Eddie Hearn, he do all this capping and lying. You got a big star over there with Canelo Alvarez. You got another big star, Anthony Joshua. You got another big star, female boxer, Katie Taylor. She just came off a ring with some hand woman, whatever or not. And it would be another big star for Terence Crawford or Shawn Porter to go over there. Terence Crawford or Shawn Porter to go over there. But I highly doubt if Shawn Porter goes over there with Eddie Hearn. But if Eddie Hearn gives Terence Crawford the right amount of money, and Terence Crawford like, man, you truly believe in me, I might have to sign with you. We could see Terence Crawford go to the zone, and we could get the fight between Errol Spence Jr. and Terence Crawford. And I think that fight would be easy to make between Al Heyman and Eddie Hearn because, I don't think they have a dispute against each other. So it would be an interesting fight, and it would be an easy fight to make. A lot of people was telling me, King Jr., the winner of the Shawn Porter versus Terence Crawford fight gets to fight Errol Spence Jr. Errol Spence Jr. And the winner between you guys and Pacquiao, once again, gets to fight Errol Spence Jr. Errol Spence Jr. between Errol Spence Jr. or Pacquiao or Ugas gets to fight Terence Crawford. So it's kind of a long way off, guys, but we probably won't get the big fights until next year. But the point of the matter is, Eddie Hearn, Matchroom, CEO promoter, is willing to bet on the fight. And like the WBO say, they got 30 days. No, I believe they have a week left to make the final negotiations because on the 14th they had pushed it back. So I believe they have a week left to make the final negotiations. And I believe it's going to be a live purse bid. I definitely got to see this purse bid. I truly believe that Eddie Hearn is going to try everything in his power to get this fight because, Eddie Hearn still got a lot of money. Still a big promoter. He got a lot of money. So I hope Eddie Hearn gets this fight. I hope Eddie Hearn can persuade Terence Crawford to get him out of Top Rank and maybe find Terence Crawford to a fight-by-fight basis or a free agent or whatever Terence Crawford wants to do. I just want to see Terence Crawford fight the best of the best at this point. And we're finally getting the fight with Terence Crawford fighting one of the best. That's within Showtime Shawn Porter. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. This is your boy King Jr. I'm out of here. Peace.